Good morning, everyone. Hope you're doing well. As far as that's the backup doggo may have to do. I do have a doggo here, but she's feeling very camera shy, so she doesn't want to be up on the top spot. So we have backup doggo doing his best, while the other doggo just sits sadly down here for some reason. Yeah. I am petting the dog. I'll even give the fake doggo a little pet for a second too. Just to make sure I'm fulfilling both quotas. So I've been making pretty good progress on my stress system. And so now I have, the whole ticking up. It passively increases. If you fail a chest, it increases. I have upgrades that can increase your maximum stress thresholds, that can decrease how much it increases by, and also increase, like if you doing this next part, if you're getting things that decrease your stress, it can also make those things better. And so we're making good progress there. I just need to do this one, which I've built some of the basis of. So this is the idea of like consumable things you can pick up or craft or something like that. And we're making that. So I got pretty far, I think, in that. So I have a consumable, stress reducing consumable thingy. And I just need to make an actual version of it. And then create item data, consumables, stress reducing consumable. If you're an Morse code expert, yeah. I mean, do what your heart tells you. It's mainly just there for fun, but also for am I a Morse code? Did I do that? I wrote these things so many times that God, okay. Well, it's okay, I was just talking about this. Yeah. Fair. Cares asked. I want to get a little bit of behind the scenes thing. Post join questions. Wait, what? Where's my? I have post join questions, don't I? Oh no, I don't. I have these ones. All right. There we go. Now, not this. Yeah. Yeah, 2 streams I'm gonna be doing today because it's actually a holiday here, believe it or not. So no work on a Monday. So I'm hoping to take advantage of it. Because of when I work, like all the best streaming hours Like when you look, there's like analytics you can look at per category in Twitch, and you can see like when the most people are active. And most people are active at like when I'm working. Yeah, it's family day for the vacation. And so I'm like always streaming these off hours. So hopefully, with a little bit of luck, we meet some new people. Really? I mean, I thought like, I mean, I don't know Asian countries, I guess. The holiday. Yeah, the weather and the people. I mean, the weather. All good. People are decent. Don't miss it for the taxes. Yeah. We're not the most tax. I mean, we're not like Sweden or anything like that, but Kara says Putin's the other side of Canada. That's Quebec. Quebec. Or I don't know what I can't do the accent right now. But poutine is good. It's just honestly, it's more like a. I mean, now it's become just like a thing everywhere. But you know what? That's what we'll call this. I'm just making like debug random things. But not actually. Okay. Should I call it a tranquilizer? It's de-stressing, right? Yeah, I'm not like quite rural, but like I'm more rural. I'm not in Vancouver anymore. That area. But yeah. So Kara's asked, I don't know if you mind, but like, just like generally, where in the world do you live? Because I assume it's like more in Asia. I don't know. No, it's Finland. Okay, so it's the complete opposite direction. I see. Cool. I'll have to take your word for it, Red. Do you think saying tranquilizer is a good word for like something that calms you down? Or is that like more like sedatives, right? That would be like a sedative. Sedative? Guys, tell me if I spelled this wrong. Because you catch me on these things. Oh. Thank you, AK.
AK-47 never seen, just subscribed.
Thank you for the subscription. You can now bork. Be a big borker. And I don't do all the other ones too. Little weird cog of death. That's an emote we can do. Sweet. Okay. I spelled sedative good. Is there an icon I can find that's fake enough that kind of looks like a sedative? That is the question. Why do these never show? I want them like... I have to like... finesse this or something so that it shows. No. The screen is the bane of my existence just because it would not show me anything until I click on them, and then they'll stay loaded. But like, I guess it doesn't want to like reload anything or something. It doesn't need to. and then half of it goes just like up, disappearing.
I bet you don't scam people, unlike other streamers.
I mean, I don't even know. Like, I guess like scamming, like as a streaming, you would have like, in like the sense of like fraudulently like trying to get people to do things for them, or I don't know. I don't even have like a concept of how I would scam somebody on a stream, like in my mental model. Besides, like, just, you know, like, doing that. Primers, text-to-speech never works. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you're talking about Primer Justin. Oh, I see. Oh, so that's what you're talking about with the text-to-speech. I don't know. It wasn't hard to set up. I mean, I just kind of. I'm really just looking for like a capsule or like. It's kind of like a sad face, although it's like a blue background though. Should I make a pill, guys? It'll take like 2 seconds, right? I know KRSS has just been like waiting for me to make more art. So maybe I'll deliver. Yeah, I can. I had to like ignore the entire just chatting section of Twitch. Like I made it like not suggest me anything there because it kept sending me like all these like streamers which are like with the peach emojis and those little squirty things, and I'm like, I don't want to see that. Like, I'm here for good, wholesome game development content. I just wanna be in peace. And they want to show me these. Like, I wanted to set myself as a child. I was gonna do that, but they don't even have that setting. And I'm like, what? How is this possible? How do you have a website that allows like? It's obviously not porn, right? But like, it's like it's getting there. And like, you don't have like a adults only filter or something. I mean, I guess I could, like, is it maybe just based on like the birth date you set? But then like, I want to opt into child's content, basically. That's what child's only content. I want to do that because if the other option is being bombarded with all those other things, I don't want it. I know. I mean, the main thing when I looked at those is just like the looking at how many views those things were getting, and I was like, goddamn. I mean, I know why those girls do it. When you look at the views. Oh god. Okay. So no, that's not a capsule though. It's not gonna let me make a capsule, is it? I'm gonna have to make like a circle and then a square. I'll do the square first. All right, so square. Okay, Kara says you have to go home now. Oh no, you're gonna miss my art. And it'll be fantastic. Yeah. And like, you know, I'm not opposed to those things existing somewhere. I want to have the ability to opt out, you know. That's my only ask is can I not see it? It's a bit much, you know. Just trying to find how do I see the center is here. So if this is 0, 0 and this is 64. Shouldn't 32? Oh, it's that my mouse. Okay, so that's somewhat annoying to figure out then. What is this thing on? Yeah. So, okay. So, that's gonna be slightly off, I think, but it's close enough. Maybe a little down. $1 million would pay off my house, so sure. I don't care. But I don't think you actually have those $1 million. The sad part is that most of those people are doing it and they're not making $1 million. They'll get a little bit of attention, and then a lot of them do not make $1 million. Yeah. Then I gotta make. Why does this circle look like it has some problems? But because I'm doing this in such a low pixel world that it's doing that. I can try to clean that up though later. How can I duplicate this now? What I should have done. Can I like reselect these things? No, I don't think so. All right, fuck it. I'll just make a new one. I'm making a pill. You know? But I gotta make a capsule shape first. Don't even think about anything else. I just told you how innocent I am. Oh god. No. No. I started painting on a white background. It's okay. I think I can salvage it. It'll be okay. Let's just erase all of this. I just need the capsule shape. And then I can fill it in on a different layer, and it should be okay. See, the thing is, I don't even have Blender. But, you know, that's actually a good point. What I should have done, yeah. Just go. Okay, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. File. New scene. I know it's free. I just still have to learn it. So, there's that. And why learn something when I can just go like this? 3D object, capsule. And then yeah, there we go. Hey, Dodeca Gaming. I am working on a stress system, and I just seen an image for a pill. So I'm just making one in Unity because my art skills are not great. So let's just amp up the intensity here. There we go. Now we have white pill on a black background. Yeah, sedatives, because you get stressed and you have to have sedatives to calm yourself down. Not encouraging drug use. This is just in the game when you're very stressed in horror scenarios. That's when it's okay. Okay. Now, snipping tool. So, how do I? No. I'm really used to the Mac snipping tool. No. Okay. Okay. And this one just like bothers me a little bit. Like, so how do I? Is there a way to? Oh my! What the fuck did I just do? Like that? Okay, no. The Mac one is so much better at screenshotting. Yes, I'm trying to. I am trying to screenshot it now. You guys not even see this actually? Oh, maybe you're not. Oh, actually, I'm frozen on the screen, so I don't know if you can see this or not. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that, and then I'm gonna edit. Can I guess I'll edit it with Paint 3D, and I'll just size it down. Wow, it's a lot of pixels. I want it to be 1 by 1. Okay. And then the thing is, I actually kind of want it. This would be 1 by 1. I should have made. I need to get. Okay, don't save. I need to make this thing bigger so that I can crop it nicer. New. Blah. Okay. And then edit with Paint 3D. Okay. Yeah. Honestly, I should have just not even bothered, probably. But you know, what? This is what I get. Okay. Basically, center this there. Then I'm thinking, actually, though. Can I can't rotate this thing, can I? No. Well, let's. Maybe then. Okay. Going back to here. No, I just need a fake. This is totally not even needed long term, but I just want a pill image, you know. It just looks like a capsule. That's all I need, you know. So you know, that's fine. Again, new. Just needs to work for now. That's all it does. It really needs to do. Edit. Paint 3D. Yeah. That's what I'm planning. I am just getting some. This is the placeholder, basically. So, boom, boom, boom. Okay, that's. I think that's my art piece right there. Save. Actually, one second. Cancel. Can I canvas? Resize canvas. Let's like this can be 64 pixels by 64 pixels. Like, yeah, there we go. Now save. And then go to where did I even save this? Okay. Is it documents? Yeah, there we go. Assets, art. Oh no, it's I have a my awesome art folder. This is where I put all my special made fills. Okay, there we go. Just do a little refresh. So ET M all right, are you ETM ET ETN? So you're trying to say ETM ETN. Okay, this is what I'm reading when you write that. basically, okay. All right, no, this is definitely the wrong scene to play. Let's go back to menu scene. Oh, don't do that. So that the dot in this. Yeah, I think it's probably that you're like, there's spacing between some of the dots and stuff. And so that makes it kind of confusing when I look at it, right? I don't know, like, I don't know, maybe it doesn't look the same for you. Oh god, this is really cramped. Right, so like, I hate that, like, I don't want the overlay. Because there's spacing between some of those, right? It looks like those are separate letters. If they're part of the same letter, you want them all the characters to be together. At least in my mind. That's what makes sense in my mind. Let me just re-get. You want one word to decode? Okay, sure. Let's do this. I got what the. All right, one second. I might be wrong on some of those letters, but that's a word. It might have a wrong letter in it, but it is a word, so I delivered on that at least. Okay, now completely lost track of what I was doing. Right, so it needs to be a sprite from grayscale, and then apply. Okay, pill, sweet. Oh, hey, Belly. How's it going? I made a pill image in all the time that I've basically started streaming. Hugely productive. I probably saved you from that. Dodeka. Well, good job for you, Dodeka. Like I said, I'm not like a good Morse coder. I know a couple letters now. All right, so I was making the whole thing that I was doing is I was making a consumable item in my resources folder. Resources, consumable, sedative. Why is the there we go. Take a pill. Pill. Okay, sedatives, I'll call them. Reduces stress. I'll make there's no limit. You can carry a lot of pills. Reduction amount, sure, 10. That sounds fine. Is it? Yeah, that's what I was worried about. I can never, like, on the 4 letters that I remember, I always swap them sometimes. So, hey, I mean, heyo, it's kind of a word. So I didn't mess up that bad. It was supposed to be hello, which I guess is, it's probably dash dash dot dash is hello. Is that L then? I know L's kind of like that, but yeah, basically all the 4 letters I either completely do not know, or I guess. Oh, I also spelled set of drifts wrong. No, it's dot dash dot dot. Oh, it's the inverse. Basically, yeah, I inversed the things. Okay. Yeah. Se.
I win.
Okay. I mean, it's obviously, it's a lot easier to look at Morse code and transcribe it. The chests are another thing though, because that's gonna be fun. Okay, so now I have a sedative. I'm tempted to like take you guys down to like the lower dungeon and show you a chest, because that's like 6 letters that you have to hear, and there can be, I think at that point, any letter. So that's the challenge. But not right now. I wanna get these sedatives in place. Okay, so I have a sedative item. I can easily debug myself that item now. That's done. But I need to have a way to actually use the item. So I need to go into Screen Manager and go to Inventory Screen. Just checking what the dog was doing. She's going into her little crate thingy. Okay. So over here in my UI, I have this thing. I have the detailed view, and there's a buy button, which I commented out because obviously the inventory screen doesn't have a buy button, but it should have a consume button. So it's gonna be refashioned into that. Consume. I probably do need to build support for other buttons eventually, but for now, consume is the only thing. And then we're gonna turn that on. And then I'm gonna need, yeah, okay. I'm gonna need a couple of extra little hookups here. So I have to build in. So effectively, an item will need to tell me if it's consumable, which is kind of, I can interpret. And then I need to know when I press this button what happens. So I need to build that into the code. So let's go to inventory screen and see what I can do. Selected item context. As an item instance, yeah, and then so you will might need to, I'm going to consolidate all selecting wherever I change selected item. Yeah. So I'm going to go public void select item, and we are going to be passing in connected contacts. These are the same things, right? Yeah. So an item item instance is what we're going to be passing in here. Item instance. And then we're going to take this basically. Going to do this and this. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to go call select item. And we're going to be putting in basically this. Well, actually, going to be this as item instance. Same amount of casting as before. It's just you have to cast it first. And it always should be an item instance anyway, so that is fine there. And then I also need to do here select item and is the item in this case. Now the pop I will just also then go select item null. The reason why I want to make sure that all of these guys go through the same route is so that when I do this, I can do a little bit of extra tweaking so that the UI works properly. So then I'm going to be adding another field here. Yeah. So let's go here. We'll make is underscore selected item underscore consumable. There. And then paste this, make a property bool. And then go selected item is consumable. And then we go property bool, property bool, property bool. It'll be false by default. Sure, why not? And then change the binding name, most importantly, to be is selected item consumable. Bing bang bada booey. Now. Excuse me. In select item, why did I choose to start streaming your development? Mainly as a way to like enforce me to keep doing it. I feel like when I'm on my own and just working on things, if I hit like any roadblock at all when I'm just like kind of working on it by myself, it's really easy to stop. And that's what actually happened to this project a while ago. Like, I think it's probably, it was obviously not last Christmas, but the Christmas before then, I had a lot of spare time, and I worked on a lot of this development of like all the Morse code mechanics. I ran around. I had all these other things. But then, like I don't know, I got annoyed at something. And I just stopped working on it, right? So that was part of it. And then, yeah, so then I thought, streaming would be good. And then the other thing was, because like I work at a game company, and I totally understand the reasoning, but it is frustrating as a developer sometimes not just being able to tell like people like what you're doing, right? Like, hey, this is like a really cool thing I'm working on, but I can't tell you because it's not ready yet, or there might be some issue thing, or we could change it, and then people would get mad because like an earlier version was nicer for them, and so I just wanted an outlet where I could make something and have people like know like fully what I'm doing. Like, there's almost no development on this game besides like random thoughts in my head as the day goes on that like is not streamed, and I really want to try to keep as much of that on there, because I think it's really interesting to see the full game development process in that way. So your issue is that you keep finding better ways to accomplish the same thing I've done, so I redo it. I mean, I get the temptation on that, but like, also I just feel like I when I think about that, like there's so much work, I just want to make things go. Like I have a few things on my back burner that I want to redo eventually, but if I don't, that's not the end of the world. I just kind of have a little bit of laziness there. My wife's a little bit better. She obviously has no idea about like much stuff about games, so she bears with me sometimes, but otherwise it's it's a little harder for her to follow along, especially when I talk about like these complex game systems. Actually, I need to have two bulls here. So if it is consumable, and if it's consumable currently. So those are actually two different things. Yeah, it's also like setting milestone goals. So like, I'll say I have this Trello board, which if you don't know about Trello, it's like so great for just mapping out little tasks because you make these little cards, you write what you want to do on them, you group them up. And so basically I have this whole thing for my next milestone. This is like what I want to get done before I release another playtest. Now, maybe a little ambitious. It's a lot of things. But this just keeps me focused on this, right? For the most part. I've added a lot of things into this list since it started, but at least you have a list, and then you also have a backlog, right? And so you can, when you're thinking of all these things you want to do in the future, you can put them in this little backlog, and then you can Think about them. Yeah. Trail's great. It doesn't. I don't think it scales well to like huge teams, but for like solo developers and small teams, I think it works great. For like really big teams, it's a little rougher, just because you get too many cards in bigger teams, and so that's when you probably want to use Jira or something like that. But so if I do this, value equals, can I still use consumable item instance? Yeah, does not equal null and consume. I need to actually assign it. Oh, thank you for following, Dodeco. Kind of assumed, like, I assume almost sometimes that people that chat have already, like, followed. So I kind of just assumed you were, but thank you for following. All right. Right, no, I can't do that. Okay. Well, Right, so this is complaining that essentially it might not get a value. Okay. Oh, I guess I can just, okay, so I could do as consumable item instance, and then this would just be not, no. There we go. Yeah, it's fair. Chat them up at first. Make sure they're actually okay. So it does. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I passed. You're secretly interviewing me this whole time. Obviously, I'm joking. Do you stream too, Dodeco? Oh, you do, but it's actually more like actual, like you game. Cool. So your streaming's more fun game stuff for rather than doing stuff. Oh, hey, Real Sky Ninja. Thank you for following yesterday. From Booyah. Right, okay. That's cool. They used to stream, though, for your development. I think it's really good. The only, like, downside sometimes is you can get a little distracted with, you know, all the chat maybe sometimes, but I still find, like, I make really good progress in the few hours that I end up doing, so, like, you know, works out. Set active property. So I have these little binding tags here that, oh, I probably need to recompile though first for them to show up. So then this will get binded to that value, and this thing will turn on and off depending on net binding value. That doesn't sound very nice to your wife. Should be encouraging you to develop games and not play them. Be like, my wife, in the most nicest way, has encouraged me to be productive and make games rather than play them, because playing them is fun, but at the end of the day, like, it's just fun, right? So if you're able to make them, that's a nice productivity. So I mean, unless you're like burning yourself out playing it, but or burning yourself out by like making games. That do I have an enabled? Phone enabled property. There we go. And then components. And then inventory enabled currently. Okay. So yeah, both those will do. And then I just need to now in inventory screen. Okay. 100 hours a week is probably a little much. Yeah, I would say then that's fair. Maybe chill a little bit, just a little bit. I mean, obviously if you can afford it, but like, still, it's a lot of work. Because 100 hours. That's a lot of hours. I mean, obviously that must be then you're doing things 7 days a week. Because obviously if you're doing that 5 days a week, that's 20-hour days. But even like doing that, yeah, I don't know. Real Scavenger, I will show you in just 1 minute when. Okay, let's just. I want to just hook this up to a function call, and then once I do that, I will give you the proper tour, Real Scavenger. So let me just quickly do this, and then I will look back at chat. So, consume item, selected item. So the way I do that is I go to inventory manager. Do I actually have a concept of which? I just get the current, right? Okay, yeah. But I should cache that then. Private inventory. Is it inventory manager dot inventory? Yeah. Inspecting inventory. Do that. Get private. Just I can just make this a field. Whatever. Got to do an underscore though, because it's private. Inspecting inventory. So we're gonna do this. Thing dot consume underscore selected item dot typed data dot. All right. If symbol instance does not equal null, then we will throw this in here. Consumable item instance dot typed data. Okay. Let's see if any of this works. When I hook it up, I just need to recompile. I need to drag the function over here, which I might already be able to do, but all right, okay. Ouch. Yeah, that definitely hurts to lose that much development. That's big pain. This is why I use source control though. So at least all my project that I have here is backed up to the cloud, which definitely helps keep that from destroying you. Yeah. Yeah. And I guess you weren't using source control before that, and you're just like working on your own project because you didn't bother, or so let's just recompile one more time. Okay. All right. Should probably remove this bottom playtesters thing, but I mean, I'm gonna need it for the next one, so whatever. So Real Sky Ninja. So this is SOS. This is the game I'm working on. It's a Morse code game, in which I'm trying to teach people Morse code. So for example, there's these doors around in the world, and I beat Morse code at it to open. And so I just did the N, which is dash dot, dash dot, right? And you can use that, and you can close it with the same thing. And then there's gonna be, I think I just walked away from one. There's all these little chess duties, little things, and they will beat Morse code at you. It's probably pretty quiet though. I think that's EM. So then I would go EMT. Yeah. And so then I open it. So. I don't know if you guys can hear those beeps or not, but they're pretty quiet compared to probably the music, but yeah, that's kind of the concept. And there's a monster, obviously, that chases you down and breaks down doors, and there's a big old meanie, but that's kind of the whole concept. I still have a lot, obviously, to do with the visual of, I mean, this is an asset that I got That looks nice, but like I need to fill in rooms so they're not just big empty rooms and stuff. So I need to work on that a little bit better. And yeah, so what I've been working on though now is that there's this little stress bar that I have, which I probably also need to work on, like, positionally. Right now it's just, I just threw it in there just for sakes, for the sake of it. And I need to be able to give myself some of these things. Let's give myself 10 pills. So now I can go to my inventory. All right. Why is it? Object type cannot be converted. Where's it trying to do this? One second. What have you done, Unity? What have you done? Okay. This is purely UI button press. Is it? It's not the content. Something with the contents. Not in the detailed view. Items. Yeah, I turned down the SFX a while ago just because the monster was roaring really loudly, but I might turn it up a little bit more so people can hear at least the beeps. The best and worst feeling is when it works the first time. Oh yeah. This is just like a weird. Oh, here we go. Oh, the monster see me. It's gonna kill me. Something. Yeah, you found me. I don't get to fully debug things because the monster just kills me. Okay, so that's... Why did that change? That changed because on item clicked here, always took a monocontext connector. Which I guess got disconnected or something. It's supposed to be this, right? I don't... Unity, I get so many random errors now from Unity. Like, it just... I don't even know. Where's... Did this tell me, like, what is causing this or something? That would be cool. Property set long of a texture. Well, that's a hugely useful error. Property parameter name value. Okay. Whatever. Whatever you're complaining about. All right. I assume that means you're heading out, Real Sky Ninja, but yeah. Good luck debugging. Okay, so loading back up here. Need to give myself some sedatives. And then open up the inventory screen. Well, it's no longer giving errors. This button isn't disappearing though, when it should be. Well, I should be able to consume. Woo! That actually instantly updates. That's cool. And then my stress went up. This is what pills do, guys. It makes you more stressed. Real Sky Ninja, if you want to actually play the demo that I showed recently, it's on this Discord. So you can check it out there. So yeah, join up. Go to the playtest links. Do that. So the pills work. They just they do the wrong thing right now. So let's just do that. A little bit of this, and then now they reduce it. Okay. So probably for the brain, I'm probably gonna go and go to stress, reducing consumable, and just go minus here, so that I can just write 10 in here and know, hey, that's gonna reduce 10 stress, rather than be a negative flippy thingy on doing weird shenanigans and stuff like that, right? Like, it doesn't make sense to have this be a negative number always. So there we go. I got that, and actually now I need to test another thing. Now that I have it, now that I have you, I'm gonna go to this upgrade test stress system. I need to be able to test this. Which, let's do that. Or, you know what, not, let's just do that. That'll be more obvious. So then let's play. Yeah, no worries, Polly. Hope you can be productive. Okay. So. I have some this, some stress. I'm going to. I need to add some sedatives myself. 10 and okay. So I have like 31 right now. If I use a sedative, why did I still go to? Oh, I didn't recompile. Okay. Just recompile. Basically, from yesterday, I built a system that I can have upgrades that change stuff, and now that I have a thing that actually positively affects me, or actually, in this case, negatively affects my stress, which means lowers it. I need to test that those scalings work properly. So I'm going to try that out. Okay. Okay. Consumables, sedative, and 10 of these. I'm probably just gonna save there, just so that I know that, and then I use a single sedative, and it went down by a lot, which makes sense actually. So this upgrade, maybe let's own. I think I have technically 2 of them, so let's go point. I guess let's point 0.1, 0.1 this, and then I need to just add stress. So I go mod stress. Let's go back up to 50, and then we'll go item use. Goes down by about 20 something. How many of these stress systems that I have? I just need to remove all of them. Yeah, let's remove all of them. Add 1. Ooh, here comes the fire truck. Early morning fire truck. Fun times. Hopefully it does not wake baby. Okay, so I have about 27 here. Consume. Still, like, it reduces it by what I feel like is way too much. So I need to check that. Maddie, okay, you want to come back up? Up. Up. No. Okay. Doggo has decided that up is not in her future, or maybe she's considering it. Kid. If I sweeten the deal. Up. Up. No, she just wants to be down there. It's okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna break point. I do not know what I would do without this breakpoint system to do these things. I mean, I know what I would have to resort to doing is a bunch of random logging, which I would hate. Okay, I'm gonna debug this part. Okay. No, right, no, actually, I just want to debug this part. One that doesn't happen over time. Okay, so then go to inventory, consume one of these. Okay, so amount is -10. Current multiplier is 2.999. Oof. Okay, how did I get there? Oh, okay. So what happened is that this used to be a high amount when I added it to somebody, and then it was a low amount when I removed it from myself, thus making it not actually remove the proper amount. So let's just reload, and then okay, girly. You need to. She's like stressing out. Just gotta make the doggo feel a little bit better. So I'm just gonna add some stress. Now I'm at 50. So I want to check something actually quickly. Yeah, for some reason, when I save and load, when I load, I just want to know, like I'm saving and loading, and I'm reducing my stress, right? So it says 54 right now, and then I saved, and then I load, and then so that's 54 here, okay. But then when we get in game, it's 42. So in just to verify, ignore mods, right? Okay. So just quickly. All right, so this is from load data, amount 54, ignore mods, true, property, values 0, plus amount 44, 54, so it is now 54. So something else changes it. Let's see if there's anything else that comes in. Increment stress. Amount -5. Oh. That's funny. What's happening is I have all these chests that I open, right? And the chest reward is part of it when you open it is you actually reduce a little stress, right? Because like, hey, oh god, that feels good, right? And the thing is that if I load and I have to reopen the chests that you've already opened, and so it's re-awarding you all that stress reduction. And that's why it's kind of lowering right there. So what I should be doing is I take this out, I put it in here. Instant basically just means that it's from the save. So that should stop that from happening. Cool. Yeah, I assume there's a few of those. I guess let's just Check. Nothing else that's gonna come in? Okay, cool. So I guess I do have to check that for future cases. But it's cool, cool little bug that you find. Oh, look, she left, and she left fake doggo belly up. He's wanting some belly rubs up, so you know, belly rub the fake doggo. Head scratch the real doggo. Yeah. Want to lay in this bed? Like 3 bed options, and you're choosing none of them. Very typical doggo behavior. You know? Okay. So, ignore mods. Yeah, I don't care about this anymore. But yeah, at 54. Sweet. Okay. Now the actual testing that I was trying to do is this. Assume. I did actually reduce it by an additional 1, I think. Let's add 2 of these, and then so I'm at 54 now. Or 44. I think it does reduce. Okay, and then the other thing that I wanted to test, which I need to reload to do, is I have a negative incoming flat change. So let's just do 10 there and load. Thank you for joining back, Polly. How was your working time? Yeah, that was weird. Consumed 1, but it didn't do anything. Did I? Okay, negative flat mod. Okay. So I think what I want to do here is I want to make dealing for people who can't read. If that ain't my day job. As a UI programmer. I think I want to make this negative though. I'm testing, so I have pills, sedatives that I now take. And I also have an upgrade that modifies how useful those type of items are. And so I'm just verifying that those things work as intended. Now, what I add is that because technically the sedatives reduce, right? So they subtract their negative number on the stress that you have. When you have a flat modifier, right, which just means you add a number onto whatever the value is. When I'm making this modifier, if I make a modifier here, and I say 10, what that was actually doing was taking the negative 10 that the sedative was, adding 10 to it and making it 0, which basically just neutralizes it. Whereas I think intuitively 10 would means it increases it by 10, which increasing means in this case more negative. So what am I doing? I am trying to play now. So now I just swap the negative signs there and it should do that. Let's modify by 10 value in the current mode. Yeah, kind of, I think. Yeah, okay, so that worked. That reduced it by 20. And then I assume if I go and use it again at 26. Yeah, it reduces it even more. I think I have 2 of these things, so that's why I reduced it more. So I think that works. The thing I was thinking though, with just having gone through this flow, I really need to have my health bar or my stress bar, and eventually I will have a health bar in this screen. Like it's just like you can't not have that in this screen if I have a consumable that affects it. So I'm thinking I might lower this whole section down and then putting those bars up top. I think that'll be nice. And so it checks to see if values between, then it subtracts. If it is above, it adds. I'm confused on that though, because so is it that, are you doing it so that no matter what you reduce health, or are you just inversing the options there? Because obviously, if you add a negative number, it's basically subtraction. But I'm not sure if that's what you're inferring, or if you're actually subtracting the negative number, which would then mean it's adding, which would be confusing. So that's what I'm confused about there, Polygon. I have, I think, verified that this works well enough. So yeah, I just want to make a little bit of a inventory screen improvement. But first I want to go to the HUD and prefab the stress bar. So I'm gonna go I'm gonna go to prefabs, UI. I'm gonna prefab the stress bar. So there's that stress bar. And then in inventory screen, we will have some changes to our detailed view. So the image, I want to lower down, but I guess I'll lower down contents first. Or maybe I should just throw in the stress bar first and then see how much room I need. That can actually. I wish honestly I could disable Unity's like context viewing of prefabs, because I like almost never care about the context viewing of it, and it just makes everything look faded when I don't want it to. So that annoys me. I'm gonna put the stress bar up here. I probably can, in this situation, I'll probably make it just the same width. What? Or I should probably put it in container then, I guess. In container, and then image border. So we're all doing this. So let's follow that lead, and then we'll put this. So how far down is this? Position Y. So we'll take that position Y. And then I'll just want to lower this down by, I guess, just paste that down. Or actually, no, that's not the right value. It's the height of the stress bar. Okay, so 42. But yeah, let's actually add a little bit more, I guess, so minus 50 or something. Give it a little bit of space. And then for the next one, which is the contents folder, let's go minus 50, and then height minus 50. Oh, okay. Also, before I do that, let's make pivot top, and then minus 50. There we go. That should all kind of compress nicely. Okay. I think that should be okay. And the stress bar, I think, is pretty much all, yeah, it's all global values, so it's self-contained. Sweet. Save. So I probably got, I remember, I don't think I caught when you actually wrote room for improvement, so I'm not sure what you were referring to. There's lots of areas in my UI that I need to fully revisualize. Oh, yeah. Well, it's just because like, right. Yeah, it's just that in health systems, the way often that works is that you'll probably have like, instead of like modify health, I'd probably actually implant by intent. So like you would do like damage or something. But even in that, there's actually like a lot of RPG mechanics where like, say like if you have enough fire resistance to fire, you actually like heal from it, right? Like certain monsters. So damage could come in as like a negative number. So it's doing negative damage, which actually heals you. So even if they put in a negative number, it shouldn't actually do damage. It would actually heal them. So that could be intentional. Is kind of the thought that I was thinking about this whole thing. Oh man, having this here, so cool. Zoom, oh, doing updates and everything. Fancy, fancy, fancy. Woo, love it, love it. Okay. So with that, I think that actually finishes off a card. Woot! You finished a card. It is a card finishing stream. We're not even like maybe halfway. guess we'll do the monster spawn behavior now. So for them, some sort of system, I would put base input and then modify it to be whatever those parameters are before I apply them. Yeah, I guess so. I was just thinking of like, can you imagine a funny system that like you're facing a fire elemental and he heals from fire damage. So you make a spell that does negative fire damage and you then throw that spell at him and that actually reverses his reverse. It's an like Uno reverse of reverse a card and then it would actually damage him. I need to see that in an RPG mechanic now. You have a spell that does negative damage until basically it reverses resistances. Yeah, but like it's more just like meta RPG mechanics to the point that like um of absurdity, right? Like it's this kind of the concept that like you can't make a spell that does negative damage. It would just heal people, right? But then you actually go against a monster that heals from the damage, it would actually damage them. Uh, I don't know like what thematic element you could actually hook into there to like make that make sense of any sort, but I think it's funny. It's probably just called water, but or like void fire or something. It's but I guess why would that heal most people? It's blessed fire or something. I don't know. RPG mechanics are weird. Getting random pings. Yep. Righty. So, we're looking on monster spawn behavior next. Oh, cold fire. That's actually... There you go. Now you got it. So... basically, the whole thing on this is that right now the way I spawn my monster is pretty hacky. There's a level. I think this is my level gen. I have. No, this is in base table. I need to eventually make this a bit better. But I can't make this part. Enemy, right? So when I inspect it, it even doesn't look well. Like with the other ones, I can like look at this data and kind of see valuable things with it. Basically, I'm just stating that there's an enemy type. I only spawn one of them no matter what, but there's no no possibility of another one. Although maybe it would be funny if I just made like 0.05%, so 5% chance that in a particular map there's gonna be 2 of these guys. It'd be funny. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe somebody would find that funny. Maybe only me. But the thought here was that I wanted to make an actual data class, kind of like Chest has, right? So Chest has this nice little data class to handle all the information about the particular chest it's spawning. I want enemy to have something the same, and I want it to handle spawning in the monster like that. I also need to, I don't know if I track it in here. Yeah, I need to save the monster position on save and load, because right now he just spawns back to wherever he originally spawned. And then I need to have it so when he spawns in, he destroys, when he spawns in initially, he destroys a certain amount of doors around him. So that's what's up on the plate next. That's what we're getting served. So yeah, first on the docket there is to create the enemy spawn class. So we're gonna go to scripts. We're gonna go to just wondering where I put chest data. I guess chests are there. Guess I have an enemy folder. Let's make a create C# script. Enemy spawn data. Alrighty. So, yeah, screw. Stupid spam text message asking if I want to be part of a global recruiting thing. I do not. I do not want to be recruited. Global. What are you? Canada Global Recruitment. I do not want you. I do not want your thing. Leave me alone. So, scriptable object. We need to go to another file just to grab something. Let's go to chest data, I guess. Chest data. I wonder if I should make. Go spawn data / chest data, and then I'll copy this, save, and then go to enemy spawn data. We'll do this thing and then just call it enemy data and new enemy data. Okay, and so first and foremost, we'll just write public game object. No, not game object. Enemy to spawn. So that's basically what we have currently. I'm gonna look at chest data works. So it's okay. Chest data is really. It doesn't actually do anything. Okay. Just look. So it says that. How is this used in here? Can I like go to this? I guess I am. Okay. Right, chest, right? So it spawns it and then uses it. Okay. Now, this is going to be interesting. So, these ones are normal in that the position that they're given, this is kind of like initial position and initial rotation, right? They will always spawn there, but enemy is obviously a little different. So I guess I could set the enemy spawner and set its data to be this other thing. But I should also be passing in this to enemy spawner. Then enemy spawner can handle all the rest, I guess. But I should be changing this too. That sounds about right to me. So let's change this to enemy spawn data. And then I'm going to change this to enemy spawn data. And we'll call this spawn data. The to spawn will be spawn data dot enemy to spawn. And I need as well the other thing that was here, this. Set to spawn. Data. All right, and then I'll need to do something with that, but I can at least supply that in now to here of data as well. And then in here we have enemy spawn. And so now we just basically need to deal with these two. So I probably want to put in enemy spawn data a function. That then takes yeah, so public void handle save data. But I think I also want to put in the enemy spawner that's using it. And so this can then do stuff that needs to be done here. So spawn data dot handle save data data comma enemy spawner, or this okay. And so this is kind of where I need to check if the data has ever been used before. If data dot is data set up, it's a different thing than if it's not. So if it's not, initial spawn handling goes here. And turn. And then this is loaded save handling. Right. So this is kind of where we do the initial door smashing if we're doing that. And this is where we would do the other stuff. Although for now, I just kind of want to make sure that this whole changing it to data stuff kind of works. So I'm going to recompile. I'm going to go to base table. Or actually, I need to first change the data stuff so that it all works nicely. So go to configs, and then I need to make a folder for enemy, and then we need to make C# script. And this, no, I don't need to make a C# script. What am I talking about? No C# script here. Go. Die. Die. Burn it with fire. Don't want you anymore. I hate that you're making me recompile. You had the last laugh, C# script. You're gonna make me wait 20 whole seconds or something. Spawn data, enemy data. That's what I want. It's kind of like my first monster. I don't know what to call him. So I'm gonna call him my first monster. There's like a part of me that wants to call him Steve, but I know I can't keep that forever. So well, maybe his like name could have been Steve. He could be like a scientist that got like transformed into a monster or something. I don't know. I still don't know his whole story or reasoning to be. Plus, there's a couple of them. Or I guess I don't know if I'll have duplicate monsters. I probably will have to because I don't know if I can make 20 unique monsters or something like that. So we'll see. My first monster, and it has enemy spawn data, and then I need to go to base table because this will no longer match. So we go my first monster, and then I can now view this, and then yeah, okay, good. And so then we go save, and then make sure we've recompiled to the last little bit. Okay. And then we go play. Play, 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 play. Right. I want to go into here. And then there we go. Okay. Load game. Load game? Yes, load game. That's what I want to do. I want to load my game. And then I guess I just need to make sure the monster exists. That's basically all I need to do. Scene. Monster. Are you here? Yes. Oh, look at him walk. He's so cute and peaceful. In his natural habitat. Just walking around. Roaming. Being his little friendly self. What a nice little monster. Okay. Let's... Yeah. Okay, there's definitely been a few more people showing up, which is nice. It's Monday, I guess. Monday, everyone's eager and looking. So, we got the the monster spawning. So he spawns now. He already did spawn, but I basically just made sure that the new flow works, and then I have to do this. So, but I want to be doing. So there's kind of this. This is the hardest part. So I think I'm gonna start by. Figuring out. So I need to figure out where he can. Like when first I need to figure out if I can. I need to catch the moment that I'm quitting out of the level with something here. Be it enemy spawner or something else. It needs to be able to know when we are quitting the level. It then needs to know where the enemy currently is, and probably hooks into navigation agent. And then I need to save that data there while it's closing, basically. So that's a few points. So let's see how many I can get to. Generator. First, know when I'm quitting out and needing to save. So that point is basically right here. Yeah, 11 people. 11 people have chosen to watch this stream of me being weird and coding horror games that are educational. Save data. So I'm thinking I want to have like a I'm gonna have not a static but a public system dot action on save map or something, and I should make this an event just for clarity's sake. There we go. Just done this. So on save map, we go then invoke. Go this dot invoke. So then what I can do is I guess I'll store all the stuff in enemy spawner. He can kind of manage these things, I think. Or should I start to have an actual enemy class that maybe handles these data a bit better? I could. Okay, so I actually have like an enemy class. But I actually don't know. I made this so long ago. Yeah, I don't think it's really. Yeah, I don't. It's not worth saving. I'm gonna just rename this thing, or not rename this. I'm just gonna clear this out. It's like not used at all. So I'm gonna take all of that out, and we're gonna use this to store all the data. So I'm gonna actually make this thing now actually be an enemy that I have to spawn. Which I guess I also need to make this now an enemy. But this will spawn an enemy spawned or whatever. And then I will want enemy to have a thing to receive both of these datas, basically. So public void set data. Half-Life 3 confirmed. Hello. How are you doing on this fine Monday morning? See, you are very, you have devoted your username to the hope that Half-Life 3 will come out. It's an honorable cause. Set to spawn, I need to cache basically both of these things. That, or... You know what, I'm just gonna make this a... this little method, and then... Sponge dot set data. Spawn data? Is that the first one? Yeah. And then data. I should probably rename this to be save data just to be super transparent. Save data instead of just like generic data. Save data. Yeah, Half-Life. Let me know if you want me to show them what the game is about. I'm not sure if you've been watching for a while or not, and saw the last time I showed it. But if you're curious about learning more about it, I can give you a quick little tour when things are hopefully not broken. Which I might need to fix some things to not make it broken, but it shouldn't take long. So just let me know. Enemy spawned. So maybe I don't even need this. Yeah, because I'll do that in enemy. Okay. Enemy spawn data. Next, take it out. Yeah, I did. Okay. Now, enemy is here. So the main next thing. So if data setup, I already know it's got a value, or it's not got values, but if it's loading, it's got some values. Now, the other thing that I want to be doing is in void. I guess I should do this lower than public. Void. Start. We want to be listening to map generator dot instance. Does this seriously not have an instance? And I guess it never had needed to. Let's make a static instance here. Public static map generator instance. Yeah, private set instances. Instance. Initialize instance equals this. Okay, cool. And then enemy instance dot on save map. Need to have a private void save monster. I'm gonna save the monster. I'm gonna redeem him. Or we're just preserving him for later to keep him extra dangerous. I don't know. On destroy. Yes, okay. And then I got unsubscribe in here if you just do need that. It's not equal, no. Okay. Oh. Minus, not plus. There we go. Okay. So the thought that I had is you know what I realized? Ah, it sucks. Right now, if I saved and then like while the monster was chasing me, if I saved like okay, actually right now if I saved right when the monster was chasing me and then loaded the monster would disappear from chasing you and just go back to wherever he started. So it's kind of funny. It's like, oh, save load. You're fine. But now I'm gonna kind of fix that by keeping his position, I guess. Maybe maybe I should always just keep his exact position. And this actually is probably why, in the end, I'm not going to allow you to save while you're in, you know, like in the lab. I'm going to only allow you to save like at the lab, at the like base, because that's so complicated. Is that like if he's chasing you, he has a state, he has a bunch of values that he's tracking, like for how long he should be chasing you and doing all these things. Like if he's mid door break, and you save and load, there's a lot of complexities there. I mean, it didn't really end up being much art. Resist. I made a black screen in Unity. I put a white capsule in there. I turned it 45 degrees and then I screenshotted it. And then I just kind of cropped the image to be square. And then I ended up with this. So, yes, you missed all that. I don't know if I would call it art. Put it in Karazest's purely white and transparent museum. But I've been I finished up the consumable stuff while you're gone, Karazest, and then I've been working on saving and loading monster positions. Now, if I take it that, again, I'm probably now in my mind committing the player is not allowed to save unless I have very specific conditions, and I'm probably going to just make it you're in the base, but maybe like there's like little safe zone bubbles or something you can save in or something. I don't know. But I'm going to make the saving a little bit more restrictive so I don't have to deal with bazillion edge cases about saving at weird moments. So this case for the monster, saving will only really happen then in situations where you're leaving or exiting the map, which is actually nice if I have that limitation. Well, if you're leaving the map and going there, kind of saves there. Maybe I can like quick save you there in that situation, but we're doing that. Basically, when you leave or enter, I kind of want the monster to act as if he's kind of roamed for a bit, right? So if you leave the map and come back, he shouldn't be exactly where you left, what he was when you left, right? Especially if like I'm imagining the situation where like he's chasing you and you're running right back into the portal and you make it into the portal. I don't want him standing right in front of the portal. That would just not be cool. So I want him to find a random navigation point that he can move to, and I think I'm going to spawn him there. I think that's the idea that I'm going to go with. So what I kind of want to do is I have navigation point dot. I thought I had a find point. Wait. Okay, so I guess this has to know about serialize field underscore um, navigation agent underscore nav agent. There's nav agent, comma, what was the other thing? Path ID. I think this can just be string empty. Oh, right, never mind. Okay. Using Unity engine.ai. Greetings, Nerkmind. Thanks for eating biscuits. Reminder to everyone else, there's biscuits that you can eat. They only cost 1 point, and they're fun. So why would you not do it? So then this actually should be this dot nav mesh agent. Okay, that's what I was writing the wrong thing. Should write private here. Private. Okay. And so this thing, I just want to see like default, yeah. Right, so this. Go to the default, and then we just go. Yeah, it's kind of an expensive method, but it's fine. Calculates the paths to all these points. Every biscuit eaten by me is a biscuit not eaten by Taco. Yeah. I felt like Karazest had that reasoning. I will pet this doggo, and then I'll go pet the real doggo. I did actually try to buy a camera to get the doggo to be shown, but I'm gonna try to like just chilling down there. That's her bed that she likes to be in. So. He gets the pet book. What's not distracting at all? The biscuit? Or... I don't know what other things might be distracting or not. Basically, yeah, we're finding the closest nav point here. It's a navigation point. Nav point. Are you telling me to get back to work, Polly, or are you talking about? I don't know. I'm confused. Okay. So basically, what I kind of want to do. Don't worry about it, Polygon. I understand you're working and you're lurking. Just want to know, like, I kind of want to make a method, which which I might not have time with. I probably got to wrap up this stream in about 10-15 minutes. But I'm also going to be streaming again at slightly after 9ish, probably 9:15, 9:30 sometime, depending on how it goes. So I'm gonna be back. I'm just gonna take a little break, be with the kid and have breakfast and stuff. But I want to at least try to get some more of this here in. It's AM for me. It's so like in 2 hours from now, I will be streaming again. Yeah, so basically what I want to find, basically I need to make a hash set of nav points. And reach, or something. Although, hash set's kind of nice, but I also need to be able to get a random one at the end. So, so I'm gonna try to get all the points that I'm connected to, and the way I'm gonna do that is I'm going to go for each. No, I actually need to make a recursive method for this. And what we do is we go public, or not public, private, get all, no, void, get all connected points, and we put in a nav point, and we put in a list of the points we can reach, and so then we go get all connected points, nav point, comma, and reach points. And we then do a for each loop here of navigation points np in nav point dot connected to. Now if can reach points dot contains np, then we go continue. We don't do anything more, we already have it. Otherwise we are going to go dot add can reach points, and we also call this exact method on np, and wait, we actually add np, not we don't add can reach points, and then we add can reach points in here. And theoretically that should not end up in a infinite loop, but should go through every single thing that's connected to my first initial nav point, and then get all the things they're connected to and add them, and then go and add all of those things until we have a unique list of all the things that are connected here. And then Get all connected points. Save monster. And then we're gonna go dot. I guess we should first check if nav point though equals null. Turn with like, I guess, just default back to original position. I don't know. He's like in a spot that's not reachable by any nav point, which shouldn't happen, so I'm not gonna care too much about that. And then we're gonna, after we do this, I'm gonna go navigation point, next spawn point is going to be equal to can reach points dot get random, and yeah, so I get a random one, and then I need to save the data. So I go save data, or okay, I don't actually cache these, so I should be caching these. Private enemy spawn data, enemy spawn data, and save data. Do similar thing, just put underscore and there, and then go equals spawn data and underscore save data equals save data. There we go. So underscore save data dot state data dot get save, or no, I do this and then I change the value, right? So I need to make a const for public const string position underscore key equals position. I don't know. Can't remember what I saved the other ones as. If I go to like item pickup, I just want to check. Picked up. Okay, no, I don't do the whole thing there. So let's go pause. That'll be fine. Is there get? I can't remember. Does this always create it? Yeah, if it doesn't have it, it creates one. Okay. Yeah. Position key dot. I didn't make a vector value. Okay, well I need to make a vector value now on this. Vector 3 value. Okay. I eventually need to make an improvement there, but let me do that later. it'll equal to the next spawn point dot transform dot position. So basically just setting his position there, and then we're saving it. And then right, okay. And so now what we should be doing when we spawn is if we have data set up, so we loaded, save and handling, should be able to get this position. Vector 3 saved position equals this. Now I do want to do I have a has save value? No. Oh, okay. The creative can't find. So I need to go. In this case, I'm gonna go false. Save map, save data dot save. Oh, stupid. Can't remember what this thing's called. It's a bar save pause save value equals this. If pause save value does not equal null, then we are going to set our transform dot position to be equal to the pause save value dot vector3 value. So if we have a save value that we found, we are going to use that. Okay. So. Okay. Transform position, pause save value, vector3 position. Yeah, so we're saving it and then we're loading it in that call there. So let's see if that actually kind of works on a very large scale. We'll recompile. Actually, I think I broke some things as well. I need to like re-hook up. I need to add the component to my enemy. My enemy script now actually will have an enemy script on him. What a revolution, you know? That an enemy would actually have the enemy script on him. Seems kind of weird. Just because I haven't had it for so long. Okay. And then I need to there's a thing I need to make at some point. Inspector benefit thing. But anyway, we'll do it later. Enemy. Yes, we have the enemy thing there, and then we just need to go to enemy. This my first monster. Oh, it actually works. Okay, it just figured it out. What a revolution. Okay, so that's working. We should be in a good shape to play. Play. Maybe. I do want to just breakpoint this just to see. I want to make sure it's working as intended. So load data should be set up false, right? So yeah, this is the first time, effectively the first time it's loading it. And then want to get this set up so that I'm looking from the top down on my map here. Okay, so we have a monster there. I just need to go back to the start room or the end room, wherever I'm closest to. Where even am I? I'm right here. Okay, so need to go this way. I guess I technically don't need to go through here, but I just want to do it this way because this is the proper way now. So I'm gonna go up here. All right, so we all know he's in that room B there. I know. Okay. Wait, what? Okay. I guess nav point can be null. I guess I can protect against that. I mean, the first one's not going to be null, but NP equals null or none of the navigation points should be destroyed there, but I guess like the situations where maybe it can, I don't know, if I left an empty spot or something, I don't know why it would be null there, but I have like one more try at this. If not, I'm gonna put this on a little shelf, and then we're gonna end the stream, and then we're gonna come back in a little less than 2 hours and resume it. So it's not like we're gonna have to wait long, but you know, it's always nice to end the stream with a something is working rather than a something is not working. It's always just nicer if that's the case. So let's see if we can make it happen. Oh god, I didn't save. And this is there. You know, I can actually just go save. So save works, but I guess I do need to just get back to here. Yeah. Oh no. Okay, good, you're back. Monster can technically actually come into this room here, I think. Or no, he can't. Oh, he can't. That's close. Okay. So let's save here. In case we need to do this a lot of times. So he was over there. Now I go in there and I come back. And right. It is set up. So we go here. We have a position value. Our position value is that. Okay. So he's being loaded somewhere. Find out where. I guess I loaded there. I want to see. Okay, like just to make more possibilities, because I don't think there's that many right now. Let's just go toggle and this one toggle So now he has more possibilities, right? So we'll go 5, 5. And we'll go into this thing here. And then we'll go into here. And don't need this breakpoint anymore. Started over there. Okay. Yeah, so he's starting in different spots. He's often, obviously, kind of being biased towards that area because it has just more nav points, but I mean, it is basically working. Although, wait, is he? I see him spawn in different areas and get zoomed back to here. So I'm not sure what that is about. So I'm gonna have to look into that and see why he's doing that. But that can be something we look into when we do it. I mean, it is seeming like he's spawning in different areas, but it seems like he's being zoomed back to a starting zone for some reason. So I'm going to look into that when I get back at 9 o'clock, or in about 1 hour and 40 minutes. For now, though, we should raid somebody. Booyah Grandma's on, so perfect time. We'll raid him, and then I'll see you guys back in a little bit. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Oh, actually, wait. 1 second. We gotta actually do something. We will be raiding him, but copy and paste. Come on, bot. Work. Bot. Ah, goddamn. Raid Morse. There we go. Okay. It's very caps lock specific. You copy and paste that when we raid, it will say raid in Morse code. So now let's raid. Now we've got the proper thing. So again, thanks for all for watching, and I'll see you back in a little bit. Bye-bye.